Hey everybody, Scott Jansen here. Welcome to Monday's Facebook Live. We are the 12th of November. Just going to, as usual, wait for everybody to start jumping on. Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's had a great start to the Monday, or wherever you're tuning in from. Might even be the weekend for you. Hope you're having a great weekend. So I've got a few people jumping on now, so welcome. Welcome, welcome all. Hello, excellent. Got a lot of people jumping on right now. As you guys are jumping on, can you just let me know that you can hear me and also see me fine as well? So just let me know that we've got 2 yeses, one for audio and one for visuals as well. So just give me 2 yeses if you can. Hi Scott, hi Bessie. Excellent. So yeah, just someone give me 2 yeses. You can hear me and you can also see me as well, just to make sure everything's nice and loud and everything's nice and clear. So we got yep and yep. Thank you, Tanya. Excellent. Thank you very much. So as usual, folks, we're going to wait for everyone to start jumping on. Bessie, yes for both. Thank you. Make sure you've got a notepad and pen for tonight's training because we do have some cool content to get through. So I want to make sure we get the most out of it. So grab a notepad and pen, grab some water because we will be here for a while as usual. So hi, Scott. Seeing and hearing you. Martina, thank you. Excellent. Liddy, excellent. Great. All right, so as usual, you wait for the first, let's say, 3 or 4 minutes for people to start jumping on. So we're just going to hang around till then. Seeing and hearing you. Thank you, Liddy. Fantastic. All right, so we've got a lot of people jumping on. So if this is your first time jumping onto one of these Facebook Lives, welcome. If this is your first one, if you're a regular person, welcome again. If you are jumping on and you do know anybody that could utilize the information we're going to be talking about tonight, if you know any coaches, any hypnotherapists that you know would be able to utilize this content, tag them in the content, let them know that we're live. That way they can get a lot out of this training as well, and I'm sure they'll thank you for it as well. So we usually wait to about 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes into the session before we actually start, because that's usually when people start jumping on. I know some people right now are finishing up work. Some people are jumping on the train to go home. Might even be the weekend for you, so we're just going to wait for everyone to jump on so nobody misses a thing. So if it's your first time in this live, say hello, just so I get to meet some new faces. I do recognize a few people, but I also see some newer people as well. Excellent. Hello, hello. Great. Okay. So again, make sure you got a notepad and pen for tonight's training. And as usual, this is being recorded as per any Facebook Live, and it will be live on my personal Facebook page, and you guys can go check it out and look at it as many times as you need to. But again, make sure you've got that notepad and pen handy so you can take some notes. Wow, a lot of people. Fantastic. Excellent. Hello, hello. Let's see if we can beat the record. I think the record we had was about 4.5 minutes, and we had 25 people jump on, which is great. Okay. So again, if you're new to this, make sure you tag people in this, let them know that I'm live, let them know that we're talking about how to position yourself and market yourself as the industry expert. This is going to be basically around for any hypnotherapists, coaches, NLP practitioners, healers, even personal trainers, anyone that's working with clientele and getting paid for their service. This information will be invaluable to them. So hi, Christine, Matt, and Matthew are here. Jean, hello, fantastic. Neil's on, great. So again, just going to wait a couple more minutes, folks, for everyone to start jumping on. Okay. So also let me know if you're new to these, where you guys listening from. I like to see, we always get people in Australia, we get people from the UK, we get people from Germany, China, all of that stuff. Where are you guys listening in from? Let's see some new countries and some states I haven't seen yet. So Matt, thank you. Excellent. So we'll wait for another minute or so, folks. Awesome. Bessie, Hawaii, fantastic. Excellent. Good, more people, fantastic, welcome. So make sure you got some water, folks. Stay hydrated, grab a notepad and pen, you're gonna need it. So what else we got? So Stockholm, fantastic. Martina, Belgium. Welcome, Christine. Excellent. Getting someone from everywhere is great. All right, just another 30 odd seconds, folks, and then we're going to begin. Excellent. Julie's here, welcome. So regardless whether it's your weekend or you've just have the weekend, I hope you enjoyed yourself. If it's a Monday for you, hope you had a day full of treating clients, making a lot of money, making an impact. I hope that's how your day has gone. So Julie in the UK, James is here, Stuart's here, Sasha's here. Fantastic. Good to see you all. Let's wait just another last 20 seconds. We'll make it to the 6-minute mark and then we're going to begin. And I'll talk about the how the format for tonight's going to go. So Stuart, good morning. Excellent. Morning to you, Stuart. It'll be evening for us. As you can see with Brisbane going dark behind me. Okay. Excellent. All right, folks. So let's begin. So we've got a whole bunch of people online, which is awesome. So welcome everybody to tonight's training. Essentially what we're going to be talking about tonight is how to position yourself and market yourself as the industry expert. So the way I like to do these Facebook Lives is I don't just want to be talking at the camera. What I want to do and the best way we can get the most out of this training is for me to ask you guys questions and for you guys to use the comment box. So all you've got to do is just type your answer in the comment box. I'll scroll down through the answers, but essentially I have a lot of questions I'm going to ask you guys tonight because it's all going to be around the idea of positioning. So for everybody that's online, who's familiar with the term, hello to all the new people, who's familiar with the marketing term positioning or positioning your expertise? Who's heard of that before? Who uses it? Who's familiar with it inside their business? Let me know in the comment box below. So who's familiar with the idea of positioning? And this will be positioning yourself in your business, positioning yourself as like a life coach, an NLP practitioner, a hypnotherapist. Who's familiar with that term? Okay, so Sasha says kind of. Awesome. This will just give me some context to see where we all are, folks. And then I'll explain to you how we can use it to our advantage. So who's familiar with the idea of positioning? Okay, so a couple of no's. That's fine. That's why we're here. Kind of. Awesome. All right. So essentially positioning, folks, is the ability for your market and your clientele to see you as the label you put on yourself. So ideally what we teach our students to do in our Therapy Maximizer program is to position themselves as the expert. We have to be known as the expert inside of our industry to make any sort of impact and to also stand aside from our competition. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about competition. A lot of people ignore their competition, but it's a fact of life and in business. We are always going to have competition. And sometimes our competition can position themselves better in the industry and essentially steal all of our clients. So tonight, what I want you guys to do and what I'm going to teach you is how to better position yourself so your competition essentially becomes superfluous. So for everybody that's online, just let me know what you do. Are you a hypnotherapist? Are you a coach? Are you an NLP practitioner? So Stuart says, I've heard of it, but haven't really used it. Bessie says, kind of for me too. Lydia says, heard of it before. Just let me know, folks. What do you guys do? Are we a coach? Are we a healer? What do you label yourself as? What do you tell clients about? What do clientele know? I'm just going to get out of this light a bit. What do your clientele know about you? How do you position yourself? Let me know in the comment box below. So if you're a hypnotherapist, write it down. If you're an NLP practitioner, if you do a bit of everything, let me know as well. That I can give you guys some more context. All right, so hypnotherapist, psychic and energy healer, hypnotherapist, excellent. Okay, what else have we got? Okay, so hypnotherapists focus on PLR. Okay, awesome. Okay, so Stuart, that's past life regressions, correct? I think we talked about this. Yes, I believe it is. Awesome. So what else are we, folks? Coaches, hypnotherapists, healers. What do we got? Okay, so new territory for me is complete change of career, Sasha. Okay, so hypnotherapist, BWRT practitioner, BWRT. Kim, what's I'm probably asked you this before, so excuse my ignorance, but BWRT, can you just let me know what that is? Is that the Bowen therapy or something like that? Bessie, past life regressions, hypnotherapist, life coach, clients know me as a game changer. Awesome. Okay, so Stuart, correct. Awesome. Okay, what else we got, folks? What else do our clients know us as? Okay. Yeah, a lot of comments. If I do miss your comment, folks, I apologize. They just come up on the screen really, really quickly, but I will get to them. So brain working recruitive therapy. Okay. Oh, I think we did talk about that, Kim. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Yes. So rapid transformation therapy, Marissa Peers. Yep. Heard of that. Okay. Awesome. All right. So now I know what you guys do. The question really remains, does your market know what you do? Does your market know who you are? And does your market really know that you exist? Now, this is an interesting question to ask yourself. In the therapy game, it's all well and good to have other therapists know what we do. It's all well and good to have every certification, to know everything there is to about therapy. But we have to realize something, that our business can never really take flight in any sort of market unless people know who we are, and people know what we do, and people know what we can do for them. So what I have is a series of questions I'm going to ask you guys about your business and about your market. Now, the reason I'm asking you these questions is every day I get therapists asking me, how do I get more clients? That's essentially what people know me for. They know to come to me if they want to get more clients and build their business. That's what I do. So the common question remains, how do I get more clients? How do I make more money? And how do I build my career? So the first thing we have to understand is that for any marketing that you're doing for yourself, or any business growth that you want to have inside your business, it all starts from you guys. I can always see there's a direct line between therapists who don't make a lot of money, therapists that don't have a lot of clients and are really suffering in the marketing game, is because they're not crystal clear on exactly what they do. They have all the labels, but they don't really know the type of client they're going for. They definitely have it niched. Their price is all over the place. They don't know whether they're doing sessions or packages or whatever. We have to start to get crystal clear in our own mind about what you guys do before we can take it to the market. I had a therapist contact me yesterday saying to me that he's about to spend $20,000 a month on a pretty exclusive marketing campaign for his therapy business. I thought, well, that's pretty good. That's cool. Hope it goes well. And I asked him, well, what type of clientele are you going to be marketing to? And his answer was, well, I don't know. Okay, well, what type of solution are you going to be selling to these people? I don't know. Okay, well, what are you positioning yourself as? What's your actual label? What do you call yourself? Oh, I don't know. Well, the chances of spending $20,000 to figure it out is a very expensive way for it to go nowhere. So what I want to do tonight is start to get crystal clear on what you guys do inside your business before we take it, quote unquote, into market. You'll know that if you can explain your business crystal clear inside your mind, it means that anytime you speak to a potential customer, it's as easy as just ordering a coffee or ordering your dinner. That's how easy it should be. Is this making sense for everybody so far? So Sasha getting there. Sasha built up a base and ready to jump to the next level. And that's the buyer I'm struggling with focus on. Yep, cool. So is that making sense for everybody so far, what we're going to do first? Before we get into the quote unquote marketing, which is actually the easy bit, let's get crystal clear on what you guys actually do. So is this making sense for everybody? Just give me a yes or give me some thumbs up, just so I know to keep moving forward. So Sasha says, yep. If at all, guys, I talk too quickly or I move through the material too quickly, because I do get excited about this stuff, just let me know, but also ask questions as well, and I'll make sure I get to them as well. So yep, yes, and yes, okay? So the reason this is important as well, to get really crystal clear on what we're doing, who has ever bought something worthwhile in their life without a crystal clear definition of what they're buying? You wouldn't spend $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 on a car unless you probably knew something about the car. You wouldn't spend all that money on your training unless you really knew, what am I going to get from this training? So we have to have absolute clarity with what we do inside of our business before we can even speak to our clients about it. Okay, so Lydia says, yes, very good, awesome. Okay, so I do have notes, folks. If you're wondering why I keep looking down, it's just to make sure I stay on track. Otherwise, I'll talk about generic things and I'll go off topic too quickly and I won't be able to come back. So the first thing I want to look at, guys, is your marketing message. We've talked about this several times, but it's the best place for us to start for tonight as well. Your marketing message is essentially what we teach our students, which is your I help message. So we know as therapists, and I've spoken about this several times, so I'm not going to bore everyone with it tonight, the power behind picking a market and picking a niche. The reason we have to pick a market and a niche is because we have to become the expert on at least one thing, because that expert label allows us to position ourselves as the expert. So what I'm curious about, guys, is for people on the line, what is your I help message? What is the niche you're working with? What is the solution you give them? And how do you serve them that solution? So an example of this might be, I help I help mothers who have just had a child who are struggling to lose the baby weight, finally lose the weight, feel sexy again in their own skin within 3 hypnotherapy sessions, something like that. You might look at this as your elevator speech, your marketing message, whatever it is to you. Please let me know in the comments what your marketing message is. What's your niche and what's the solution? We won't go into detail about correcting all of these tonight, but it will lead us into the very first question that I need to ask you guys about positioning your expertise. So give me some context. What's our I help messages? So Sasha, with a niche, how specific does it pay to be? So for example, I'm working with anxiety, but also do well with teen anxiety. So would the niche be anxiety coach that specializes in? Yeah, it could. That's one way to look at it, Sasha. What we will do, Sasha, we'll come to the quote unquote how to create the perfect marketing message in the next couple of weeks. We'll come back to that Facebook Live. For now, just give me an example of the type of client you're going for, the type of solution you offer, and how you do that solution. Then we can move forward. But we won't get into a high level of detail how to get the correct one, because we have gone through it several times before. We will always come back to it at a later point. So Nicola, I help people restart their lives after trauma or change. Awesome. So that's a good start. Beautiful. So give me some ideas, folks, because this will really help us position ourselves, and it's going to help us a lot when it comes to marketing. Because marketing your service, marketing your product is actually the easy bit. But where people struggle is because they don't understand their product. They definitely don't understand their market, and they really don't know what they're offering. It's all over the place, and they wonder why they struggle to market their services and why they struggle to get clients in the door. It all comes from us first. Okay, so what else we got? Okay, so Sasha, women and teens, awesome. Okay, so yeah, let's keep writing them in, folks. I can see people typing, so just take your time. So Sasha, I help mums deal with anxiety and also help. Yep, cool, that's a good start. What else we got, folks? If you're on the line, folks, make sure you join in tonight. You don't want to just be looking at my face and hearing my voice. You might as well get something from this training as well. So teens cope with anxiety in school. Awesome. Martina, I help healers remove their energy blocks and their healing skills so they reach ultimate success. Awesome. What else do we have? Let's get a couple more, then we'll move on to the first positioning, quote unquote, question. Because I want to point out the direct line between where your business is now and the struggles it's happening, that it could be having. It all stems from your positioning statements and also your marketing at the very start. Marketing can get really extreme. Marketing can get quite advanced, which is awesome. But right at the start, we have to get crystal clear on where we're actually going to take this marketing. Okay, and it all starts with knowing who we're going to be targeting first. So Stuart, I help people suffering from issues caused by previous lives. Awesome. Okay. Let's get one more. What else do we have? We'll just wait for one more. Any takers? Got a lot of people online. Welcome to all the new people. Hello, hello. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this will be the last one I'll read out just for now. We've got 2, awesome. So Kim, I help modern day people with modern day therapy for modern day issues. Okay, that's a lot of moderns. Bessie, a draft, I help spiritual women entrepreneurs manage their anxieties about their fear of failing in their business. Awesome, okay, beautiful. So we all get the idea here. We've gone through this several times before. I'll come back to these last ones, folks. Like I said, we're not gonna correct these tonight, but it just gives us a start. So the first official question I have, now we know what we're doing. Okay, we've got an understanding of our marketing message. We might know who we're targeting. We know what type of solution we can offer people. The question remains, does our market know we exist? Do they know what we do? And what are we doing to position ourselves as the expert? How are we creating awareness in our market that we are the experts? And the questions I have for you, there's a couple of questions I'm going to ask you guys to really consider, write the answers down so we can discuss them, that'll really shed some light on where your business is and where it could be lacking. I assume everybody's here because they want to make more money, they want to get more clients, you know, all of that sort of stuff. I assume that's why we're here. So the first question I have for you folks is this, and please, if you're online, you may as well take heed in these messages, join in, use our expertise, talk to me, write your comments in, that way I can teach you guys and train you guys. The first question is, why do clients book with you? Why do clients book with you? Have a think about that one. Why do clients book with you? What's the number one reason someone would book with you? Now, I spoke to somebody on the phone about this recently, and he said, because I'm the cheapest. This is not something to be proud of, okay? Being the cheapest is not something to be proud of, because your business is not going to last, which is a real shame, because he was such an awesome therapist. He was a great guy, really friendly, had a great personality. He would have done really well as a therapist. But his whole idea of marketing that he'd been taught by other coaches was to just be the cheapest, get the most amount of clients in the door, because then he can get the most amount of referrals. It doesn't work like that. So the question is, why do clients book with you? So have a good think about that one. So why do clients book with you? And don't be shy. We're going to open up about this stuff. If you're not sure, please write it. I'm not sure. So then we can talk about it. So why do clients book with you? All right. So have a good think about it. I'm happy to wait. This is a very important question. If you can't answer this question, how can you expect clients to book with you? You need to be able to answer these things inside your mind, and especially when it comes to your marketing. If you can't answer these, or you struggle, or there's not a lot of clarity, this could show a direct line as to why your business is struggling. Okay, so why do clients book with you? So they're confused, have anxiety, and need clarity, referred by someone else because I get results. Stuart, not sure. Because their spirit guides nudge them to, awesome, to become confident, to take action and not lose opportunities at back of self-doubt. Awesome. So here's an interesting pattern right here. I asked, why do clients book with you? I want you guys to think outside the terms of results. Yes, clients book with us and they will pay because we give them results. But why do they book with you specifically? Knowing that there could be another 10 therapists that live in the same area as you. So let's think past results. Results are always going to solidify the deal for us. But why do clients book in with you specifically? You as a person, you as a therapist. Let's think outside of results. Why do clients book with you? So several clients told me this. Awesome. So I get results. Yep. Think outside of results, folks. So why do clients book with you? So why do clients book with you? What else do you bring to the table? Because think about it. Every therapist can say, well, I get results. So what's going to make you different? Why would someone book with you? Referrals. We have empathy towards the issue. Okay, cool. My reputation, word of mouth. Okay, cool. Why else? Why do clients book with you? Okay, because all the things you're telling me, although they're all correct, I'm not discarding that they're not correct, but it sounds like every other therapist. What makes you different? How can you position yourself differently so not everybody's saying the same thing? Because every coach and therapist that I speak to on the phone when I'm doing strategy sessions, they all tell me the same thing. People choose me because I get results. I hear that a billion times. But then in the same conversation, they tell me I'm struggling to get clients. Well, hang on, you told me people book with you because you get results, but you're struggling to get clients. There's something not quite right here. So Liddy, word of mouth. They have an amazing experience. Yep, my therapy is life-changing. Yes, true. I connect with clients through my personality. Yep, keep thinking, folks. See how deep we can get with this. Why do clients book with you? What makes you different? Because again, this is what every therapist says. Every therapist, let's say we lined up every therapist on the street because there was only one client left in this world. You can imagine any therapist is going to say anything to get their last client. What makes you different? What makes you different? Why would someone book with you? Okay, outside of results, outside of your personality, what else do you bring to the table? What makes you stand out? So have a good think about it. All right, so what do we got? So fast, effective therapy, awesome, because it is easy to connect with me. Yep, great. Okay, again, this is what every therapist says. Think outside the box, folks. What do you bring specific? Everybody's different, we know that, but every therapist sounds the same. And this is not a criticism of what you guys are doing. We just really want to think deeply about this, because this is one surefire way to start getting clarity on the type of clients you need to bring in, and definitely clarity over your business. Okay, so my therapy is unique and I'm an expert. Awesome. I resolve more issues than they were aware of. I get myself in front of them and I have an offer that answers their problems. I am not the regular therapist model. I'm a newbie that has changed path and that inspires people to connect. Still generic, folks. Heard all this stuff before. Okay, why does someone book in with you? If I was a potential client right now and I read all this, that all sounds the same. Okay, and again, this is not a criticism. This is just to show you how different we need to become. Okay, it's not an easy question to answer. So why do clients book in with you? Okay, all right. So what do we got? And then we'll move on to another question. Because I help beyond issues that are presented. Yep, heard all that before. Sasha, yep. Okay, again, generic folks, we've heard all this before. Okay, not to say it's wrong, but we want to start to be different. We have to be that different percentage of therapists out there. So while we're thinking about this, we're going to come back to these questions. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And this is aligned with why people book in with you. What is your big promise to people? So when people book in with you, what's your big promise to them? Now, again, I speak to therapists about this and they say, well, Scott, my big promise is that I have an office that they can come to. That's not a big promise. Trust me when I say your clients don't care anything about your office. They don't care about the free car park they get when they come to the office. They don't care about the tea and coffee they give you. They don't care about any of this stuff. What's the big promise that essentially you're selling to people? What's the big promise you have? Okay. So start to think about this one. So love the point outs. Awesome. Love this. My clients book because of the inspo and they are curious. There's the info. Yep. Sasha, cool. Sounds generic, but that's cool. Okay. So what's the big promise, folks? What's the big promise that you can offer that you know possibly your competition could not promise? If we can work this out and you can refine this promise, you will be highly dangerous in your marketing. Highly dangerous in your marketing. Quicker results versus talk therapy. I promise that I'll support them through change. Awesome. Resolve the issue, improve their life. Yep, I feel their energy field from all energies blocking their happiness and success. Sounds good, folks, but it's very generic. Very generic. Again, it's not wrong. Let's start to think outside the box. Let's get you guys starting to think. Okay. You may have heard all this stuff before. You may see other therapists. Now, a good way to see if your stuff is generic is to start looking at your competition and start to go to other people's websites and their Facebook and see what they're writing about themselves. That's an instant, clear way to see if your stuff sounds the same. I do this with my competition all the time. I know none of them do it to me, but I do this to my competition all the time because I like to keep tabs on what they're doing. I like to know what they're talking about so I can almost outdo them in a sense. Okay, so resolve their issues. Okay, so damn Scott, yeah, rapid lasting change, awesome. Really listening to them, addressing their needs, not just their wants, awesome. Sounds good, but it's still all generic, folks. Apologize for moving around so much. This chair I'm sitting on sucks. Should have got something more comfortable. Okay, so still generic, folks. Okay, still generic. What else do we have? Remember, put yourself in the situation. of you want to make sure that your clients pick you over your competition. If you sound like your competition, you're just going to become a commodity. All your clients are going to choose you based on is price. We have to get out of that. Well, I'm stuck in price. The therapist down the road undercharges, so I've got to, I'm stuck with all the dregs of society coming to see me. I can't do with my business, blah, blah, blah. It's not because of them. We have to take responsibility for it. It's because either you're not crystal clear on what you're actually doing or your marketing. And this is the start of your marketing. You're promising. The promise that you give to clients, the things that you're selling, it's one big promise. What makes you different? Why they choose you? This is all part of your marketing. And this can be all used for your marketing. So we have to get crystal clear. It has to sound different. So Nicola, my therapy is a reset button to restart lives. Yep. So know, like, trust. Yep. Awesome. Cool. Sounds good, but a little bit fluffy, a little bit generic. Okay. Again, it's not wrong. Let's start to think outside the box of generic. What is your big promise? What's a promise you could give that you know your competition cannot? If you can figure that out, holy shit, look out industry. You will highly piss off every other therapist in this industry if you can work that out. If you can work out a promise and understand exactly why clientele choose you over your competition, you'll crush this. You will absolutely crush this. You'll never have a problem attracting clients or making money, ever. But you have to know these things. And you have to know them more than your competition. And you have to sound so different that it strikes a nerve inside your clientele to pick you. So what's your big promise? So what do we got? So BWRT hits the parts that other therapies can't reach. Okay, awesome. Can you give, sorry, I missed that, hang on. Can you give us a pointers, pretty please? I could, Liddy, but then everybody will copy mine. I can't give you that. I will towards the end. Emotional code heals the entire family lineage. God, this is harder than I thought. I upgrade the beliefs and find the root cause of hidden issues. Yep, heard it all before. My therapy is only offered to clients who are ready to take the biggest steps of their lives. Yep, heard it all before. That's cool. Okay. Now, realize this as well, folks. Am I expecting you to answer these questions tonight? No, that's why I get you guys to write them down. It took me a long time to figure this out for myself. And it always changes. Always changes. Okay? These things have to be unique and specific to you. Right now, what I'm hearing is a lot of therapy language and a lot of what I call business language, business fluff that just fills up the spaces. It's not what I call get out your credit card ready messages. Essentially, what your clientele realize about you, read about you, see and experience with you has to strike such a nerve inside their mind that all they can think about is you as the therapist, as you as their solution. Right now, these messages won't cut it. They will not cut it. Okay, they feel empowered to find the answers within not giving them the info. Yep, cool. What else do we have? That's it. I'm glad you guys are all joining in. This is awesome. It's good to see you guys taking action on this. It's always amazing when I get people on the phone, they talk to me saying, Scott, I'm not making any money. I'm not doing this. I can't afford this. And I say, great, jump on a Facebook Live and get some information. Oh, no, I can't do that. I'm busy that night. Oh, fuck. You wonder why your business sucks. Got to make a decision. Got to take action. What's more important? So what's your big promise, folks? What do you do differently than everybody else? Okay. Think about it in terms of what your client understands. We'll get to market awareness very soon. This will help, but this is the start. Okay, I'll just get a few more answers and then we'll move on to the next one. So I re-engineer my client's mindset to remove the unconscious patterns that are preventing their success. Awesome. Let's get one more. What else do we have? What's the big promise, folks? And then we've got one more question. Good so far? But we need to make it different. So what I want you guys to do, and it's up to you, at the end of the day, this is your business and how far you want to take it. Look at all the answers you gave me and then go look for another 3 or 5 therapists in your industry and notice that their answers sound the exact same as yours. The things they're talking about are the exact same as you. The pricing they have could be the exact same as yours. And if you're the exact same, how on earth are you going to beat your competition? And in this industry, there are thousands of new coaches, therapists, and hypnotherapists and NLP practitioners spat out into this industry every single month. So our competition is growing. What's going to make you different? So let's see what we got. So I will get your child back to school. I will change the anxiety they feel. Okay, cool. All right, beautiful. All right, folks, so keep thinking about that one. So the first 2, let me recap. So we looked at the marketing message first and what you do. Why do clients book in with you and what's your big promise? The third question that aligns in perfectly with all of this is what I've already mentioned before. Why would someone choose you over your competition? Why would someone choose you over your competition? And price is not the answer. If you write down price, you may as well shut your therapy business because it's going to fail. Okay, you'll never win at this price war. But it seems the only thing that therapists change. Everybody's fighting over price. So why would someone pick you over your competition? Why would someone pick you? So why would someone choose you over your competition? If you've seen a therapist yourself, why did you choose them over somebody else? So why would someone choose you? And again, if we can't answer this question, it shows a clear line as to why we can struggle with clients. And if you're on this call, it's because you probably are. You want to either get more clients, get more consistency, get more predictability, and obviously make a lot more money. So why would someone choose you over your competition? What makes you different? All right, what do we have? Because they like the way I connect with the kids, the schools, and the problem. Okay, cool. Good one, Sasha. What else we got? So hello to everyone that's new. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Liz. So Martina, they made me feel they could help me and understand me. So yep, that'll be your person, Martina. Awesome. So why would someone choose you over your competition? So let's keep typing them in, folks. Okay. So Liddy says, really getting the pain they feel, addressing in their language. Awesome. Up to now, it's been because of the content I'm putting on Facebook. Yeah, possibly. Yep. Okay, cool. So why would someone choose you over your competition? So you could ask yourself, Steve, what makes your content different? Because trust me, no client's waking up in the middle of the night thinking, shit, I hope Steve writes another blog today or another post. You're never going to be thinking that. So what makes your stuff different? Why does that rub a raw nerve, so to speak, and get them to take action to give you a call or contact you? So why would someone choose you over your competition? And again, should be a tough question to answer. So why would someone choose you over your competition? What do we got? We'll get a couple more answers and then we'll move on. Okay, let's keep typing them in, folks. Good stuff. Hello to all the new people. Okay, because I understand them. Cool. Awesome. The competition hasn't given the results. Awesome, Bessie. Awesome. All right, beautiful, guys. So keep thinking about that one as well. So the last one, I did think that was my last question, but I do have one more on this set of questions, is how are you currently getting awareness into the market? What are you doing to get the awareness of your market? What are you doing? What are the actions you're taking? Let me know in the comments. So what are the actions you're taking to get awareness in the market that's working? I don't want to know about the stuff that's failing. What do you actively know that's working, that's getting the awareness of your market? What are you doing? Because when it comes to marketing, it's not so much of just having the best content. It's about having constant content. It's about what I call having omnipresence online. Now, what do I mean by omnipresence? Omnipresence is the ability for your clients to see you everywhere. It's like every corner they turn, there you are standing there just smiling at them, waiting for them to book in with you. Another way of looking at this is creating what's called an earworm. I'm sure everyone's familiar with an earworm. An earworm's that song that gets stuck in your head over and over and over, and you can't figure out who sung it or where you heard it or what the lyrics are. It just sticks inside your mind. That's essentially what we want to be doing for our therapy business. So at any point, our client wakes up in some sort of pain, needs some sort of solution, where they're waiting, like our name and our business is stuck inside their mind like that earworm that they can't get rid of. So we're front in mind. So what are you doing to get awareness in your market? What are you actively doing? Okay, so Ramel says, because if give them space for personal change, then just doing a therapy. Okay. I'm not afraid to tackle issues that are beyond the known. I'm a paranormal practitioner. Awesome. I've heard of that. That's cool. So Google advertising. Yep. Okay. So Facebook, Instagram. I'm an expert in other people's Facebook groups. Cool. Instagram daily post that link to a business page. Awesome. I follow your guidelines, joining every group and page where my market is, offering the market research calls where they let me get all that kicked out. Yeah. You're going to get it kicked out of a lot of them. Okay, so what else are we doing? What else are we doing to get awareness? What else are you doing specifically? Okay, because it's very interesting for people to tell me what they're doing for their awareness in the market, but there's not a lot of people that really know what actually works. Okay, in my market, which is you guys, I know what gets your guys' attention. I know the things I have to do every single day to get the attention of my market in a specific way. And there's a lot of things that experts say I should do that I don't because I've tried and it doesn't work for my market. If there were 10 quote unquote of the best marketing things that you could do for your business, in mine specifically, I'd probably do about 2 of them. I know what works so well for my market that when it comes to marketing myself, marketing my programs, talking to you guys, giving you guys information, I know what gets your attention. And I know what you guys don't like to see. And it's very, very interesting. Now, this is at a really high level of knowing your market really, really well. And when you understand what your market responds to, in contrast to what they ignore, it makes your life a lot easier in the world of marketing your business. Is that making sense to everybody? So over time, what you'll start to notice, just like in our clientele, you'll start to notice patterns in your marketing. You'll start to notice, well, I've tried Instagram, I've tried Facebook ads. They don't really work. But I seem to be getting a lot of people coming from YouTube, or I seem to be getting a lot of people every time I do a Facebook Live. These are the things we want to start to be aware of in our business as well. So is this making sense to everybody, folks? So is there anything else that we're doing to get our awareness out there into the market? Okay, and like I said, in my marketing, if you want to, you can go through my personal Facebook page and you'll start to notice the patterns. I pretty much repeat the same thing every single day and it works perfectly every time. It's like a scientific equation. I know the answer to it. It's an experiment that I've run over several years to work out what works for my market. And the reason I did this is because I didn't want to be swamped with having to do every single thing that every expert says you have to do. Have to have every social media, you have to write a book, you have to do retreats, you have to do this, you have to do that. I went through all of that and tested everything. And I finally found out the 2 or 3 things that I need to do that get a high level of attention in my market. And I just repeat those things. Everything else I just discard. So is there anything else you guys are doing? Or is there anything else you know that works really, really well for your business? Okay, write those things down. You don't have to comment if you want to keep them to yourself, but write those down so you can visually see them as well. So producing content that speaks to people's pain. Awesome. Yep. Still getting comfortable posting my personal page. Yeah, it'll take a while, Bessie, but we just make the commitment, take the plunge. That's the easiest way. All right. Awesome. All right, folks. So now we've got those questions, and I really highly suggest that you spend some time answering them. Don't be one of those people that says, oh, that's too hard, I'm not going to figure it out. If you can't figure out those answers, how the hell are you going to grow your business beyond, let's say, $1,000 a month or just a couple of clients here or there? You have to get clarity in what you know about your business and also what we're going to talk about next, which is called market awareness. So I want to ask that question and wait for the responses, but what I want to talk about now is your market awareness. Okay, so this is what your market knows about you. Now, there are what we could say 4 to 5 stages of market awareness. Now, in our Therapy Maximizer program, I talk about it from the point of view of clients, and we call this stages of readiness. Now, there are stages of readiness that your clients are in before they book with you. But before that, before they even know who you are, before they even book with you, there has to be some sort of awareness on your business. So right now, in the comment box, let me know this. Do you think your business as it is right now has a high stage of readiness, a medium stage of a high stage of awareness, a medium stage of awareness, or a low stage of awareness? Okay, let me explain what these are. High stage is you are the God-given expert. You're like the Tony Robbins of the therapy. Anytime someone talks about your name, your business becomes synonymous. Anytime someone talks about therapy, your name is synonymous. That's a high market awareness. A medium is people know who you are and sometimes come to you, but they're not necessarily sending all their friends. They're not selling all their referrals. They know about you, but they're not quite convinced that you're the best solution. You just happen to be the most convenient solution. A low stage of awareness, and you can tell automatically if this is going to be you, if you're getting clients here or there, if you're getting clients that argue your price, if you're getting clientele who are turning up late or not sending you referrals. So let me know, what stage of awareness do you think your business as it stands right now is inside your market? Okay. So the more you do what everyone else is doing, the more you add to the existing noise. Yeah, absolutely. And our industry is full of noise, and it's full of all the wrong noise as well. So what market awareness do we think we have? So Steve says medium. Sasha says medium. Okay, David says low. Bessie says low. Kim says medium. Martina says low. Lydia says low. Ramel, I hope I said that correctly. Apologize if I didn't, says low. Stuart says low. Yep. A few more people writing in. Okay, so more lows, medium. Cool. Yep, awesome. It's very rare that anybody's going to be on this call that has a high market awareness. Okay, because if you did, you'd be too busy for these phone calls. You wouldn't need my help. Our goal should always be, obviously, to grow our business, make money, be happy, expand our own lifestyle, help our clients, all that good stuff. But in order to do that, we have to create a high stage of awareness of our business. And the only way to do this is to break free of the monotony in the industry where everybody sounds the same. Every therapist is creating, as Liddy says, noise. Every therapist is saying and doing the same thing over and over. This is going to contradict your ability to get a high market awareness. Now, we've talked about this from day one when I said you have to pick an expertise. You have to find a specialty and niche, because this is the start of creating awareness. Hopefully everyone can start to see those things coming together now. We have to create a high market awareness of what we do in order to stand out from the crowd. So what I have for you here, I'm just going to read these out to you to give you guys a little bit more clarity on what these stages of awareness could be for you and how you can start to change them. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Let's look at most aware. So our most aware are clients who know who we are. They know us by name. They might even know our business name. They know our price. They know where we exist. They know what we do and how we do it. They know everything about us. And anytime a conversation comes up inside their social group or their market where someone's talking about, I need help with this, or I have this pain, I need help, you instantly come up in conversation. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's like when we think of like conversational hypnosis, most of us think of Igor. People think of NLP, Bandler. People think of life coaching, think of Anthony Robbins. Psychotherapy might be Erickson. That's a high stage of awareness that these people have on their name. So their name has become synonymous with the type of therapy they teach and do. Hopefully that's making sense to everybody. So that's the most aware. The next, we have something called product aware. So this is where people know what we're selling, but they're not convinced. So they know we're a hypnotherapist. They know we can help them, but they're not convinced that it's right for them. So how do we know you've experienced these type of clients? Well, these are the clients that get on the phone and want to ask you some questions before they commit to buy. So for a lot of people that book my strategy calls to see if the therapy maximizer program's right for them, they're usually at the product awareness. They've seen the testimonials I get that my students are having. They've seen the success. They've watched these Facebook Lives with me. They watch my YouTube videos. They see the content, but they haven't quite made their mind up that it's right for them. So they book a strategy call with me. They ask me some questions. I give them clarity on their questions before they buy. Okay? So if you've experienced clients who want to call you up and say, well, I want to quit smoking, but I want to make sure, is that what you can help me with? Or what is the price? I just want to clear this up before I book with you. This is product awareness. Now, the bad thing about product awareness is every other therapist, if they're saying the same things as you and doing the same things, their product awareness is exactly the same as you. It means that if you're not crystal clear and don't have clarity on the answers to your clients' questions, they'll just go elsewhere because they only look at your service as a product. And this is a better place to be than the other stages, but it's still not great. Is this making sense to everybody so far? Just give me a thumbs up or a yes so I can keep moving on. So while you guys are doing that, is the next one we talk about is what's called solution awareness. So solution awareness is a client knows what they need, but they don't know that you can do it. Now, I would say this is where the majority of hypnotherapists are, okay? So they know what they need. They know they need help. They know they have a pain. They know they have addictions. They know they're feeling something, but they're not sure that you're the answer. So they know your product and your service, but they're not sure that you're the answer for them. They're not sure that you have the perfect solution for them. So again, you become a commodity. Okay, so that's the solution awareness. The next one is what we call problem awareness. So these people know they have a problem, but they're not sure that the problem exists enough for them to fix it. So I look at these people as, I laugh when I say this because I've got people in my social group who are like this. They'll tell me all the problems they're having in their life, but they're firmly convinced that their problem is just normal. It's like someone waking up with a sore back and going, well, I guess this is just how backs are supposed to be. I guess I was just born to be a smoker. I guess I was just born to have a shitty life. I guess I was just born to suck at everything I do. Who knows people like that? Maybe you're even one of them. This is what is known as problem awareness. They know they have a problem, but they've convinced themselves the problem's just normal. Who knows these people? Just answer in the comments because these are very common. So yes, I have high awareness, but in relatively small groups of people. So yes, yes, yes. Awesome. So yeah, these are the people that know they have a problem, but they're firmly convinced. A lot of our clients are like this. How many times have your clients come in and said to you, well, I don't think you can fix this. Or I want to book in with you, but I'm not even sure if it can be fixed. They look at themselves like there's something really special. But when we realize everybody suffers from something, we can pretty much help all of it. So this is known as problem awareness. The last stage of awareness, is the biggest part of your market. If we were to look at markets and we were to section off and cluster people into these different stages of awareness, the last one would consume the most, okay? These are ignorant people, not in a rude way. These are people that are oblivious to everything. They've got a problem, but they just ignore it. They know there's a solution, they just ignore it. They can be given the best solutions to build their life and overcome their addictions and have the easiest life in the world, but they just ignore it. They choose to just blindly turn everything away and just get on with their life and just put up with the shit that comes their way. They let life trample all over them instead of taking control. And this is the biggest part of your market. So you'll know that a lot of your clients will go through some sort of stage of awareness about who you are, your product. They'll do a bit of research on you, hence why we have to create omnipresence online and have omnipresence so people can see who we are. We have to be different. So they're going to go through this mass conversation of going through these different levels of awareness before they're convinced to buy from you. Which is why when we talk about this in our Therapy Maximizer program, I talk to the students that there's only about 3 to 5% of any market of your specialty that you're aiming for that you should be putting your time into. Everybody else that's at these different stages of awareness, I tell you guys to ignore because they're a lot of work. What we're looking for are the people that are ready to buy now, the people that know you, the people that don't need convincing. But they're the smallest group of the market. The biggest group are the ones that need a lot of convincing. Is this making sense to everybody right now? Okay, hopefully I haven't gone too far off topic, but is this making sense to everybody? And has anyone got any questions so far? Sasha, God, yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Any questions so far, folks? Okay. So as I was saying, folks, the way to know if you've got the right awareness in your business from your market is to look at your clientele. Go to what I call the data. Don't just guess. If you're getting a clients that are always asking you, different clients always seem to be asking you the same question over and over and over from different person to different person, this lets you know that there's a problem with your awareness in your market. If you find that you get some clients 1 week and then none the next, and then 6 months later you still haven't got any other clients, there's a problem with the awareness in your market. If, however, you're getting clientele basically kicking down your door and booking you months in advance, it means whatever you're doing in your marketing strategy, repeat it. Whatever you are doing to create that lineup of clientele where people know you in the market, have full awareness of what you do, keep repeating it. And that's really, really important. When you reach that level of knowing what your market needs, what they desire, what makes you different, what makes you stand out from the rest of the therapists out there, what content you're doing, what marketing strategy you're beholding, when you start to see all the data and start to see the patterns in those things, you become highly dangerous in your marketing. And it all stems from awareness. If you are struggling to get clients and make money, I'll just be blunt here, it's because no one fucking knows who you are. No one knows. Or even if you think they know, you just sound like everybody else, which is more the case. So marketing is not about just doing a lot of stuff. Marketing is about doing the right stuff for your business that's appropriate to the type of client that you're trying to target. Now, here's a big mistake I see a lot of therapists do, and I see this over and over, and it just is what it is. But hopefully, if you hear this, guys, tonight, we can avoid this. If you're a therapist trying to target a specific type of clientele, talking about what hypnotherapy is and what coaching is the last thing your clients care about. It's the last thing. I see a lot of therapists that will post, I've just been qualified in, as an example, Marissa Peers's rapid transformational therapy. This therapy is great for overcoming mindset issues. How fucking generic can you get? This is not going to get the attention of anybody in your market. When it comes to marketing and bringing up your awareness, you have to be highly focused on the type of problem that you're going to be solving. Clients don't need to know what life coaching is. Clients don't need to know what NLP is or what hypnotherapy is. The only clients that need to know that are the ones if you host or certify people. So I have my training academy, the Conversational Hypnosis Academy. I'm not going to talk to therapists about overcoming their shit during my courses because they don't care about that. What they care about is Scott going to teach me something to make me a better therapist. And that's the stuff I'm going to talk about. Right now, because I teach therapists and coaches how to build their business, the majority of the content that I talk about is how to make money, how to market yourself, how to get high-paying clients. We do have a lot of training inside of our Therapy Maximizer program about mindset, but I'm not talking about that because it's not of high interest to my clientele. What they want to know is the strategies. And it's the same thing for you guys as therapists. You have to get highly specific and focused about the type of client that you're trying to target because all your marketing has to be pointed in that direction. And talking about what style of therapy you do, how you do it, what coaching is, your journey as a coach, your therapy journey as a hypnotherapist is the last thing you want to be talking about because clients don't care about you. And it's not me just saying this. Marketing gurus have talked about this for decades and say business is not about you. It's about your clientele. Business is not about you. So when you reach that high level of awareness, That's how we're going to start aiming for that, is to understand your clientele and start to market to them accordingly. And the first place we need to understand is, what is your awareness of your market? What are the patterns of clients that are coming in? Are your clients asking you a lot of questions, or are your clients sending you a lot of referrals? That'll tell you instantly where the awareness of your business and you in the market is. Is this making sense to everybody, folks? A lot of comments, so let me just read through these quickly. So yes, makes sense. Yes, makes sense. Awesome. At times, I've called myself the world's best kept secret. Okay. Everyone can head on over to my Facebook page and see the video testimonial just posted about a bird phobia. It's a great example, I think, of the kind of stuff that gets attention from the right clients. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's if you're going for that market, Lydia. Absolutely, that could help. So any questions so far, folks? Please let me know if you've got any questions. Okay. So a few people writing, I'll just wait for that. Just give me a quick water break as well. So just get a few people typing, folks. Just let these people type in so I can see their questions. And by the way, hello to all the new people that just joined us. Okay. All right, so while they're waiting, folks, so let me just recap on those again, folks. So this is talking about market awareness, okay? So you have most aware, product aware, solution aware, problem aware, and complete unawareness, complete oblivion to what it is. You'll know where your market is and the awareness that you have from your business into your market based on the data that's in front of you. And the data that's in front of you is your clientele. If you're struggling to get predictability into your business, it's because there's not enough awareness of your business. If you're finding you're getting too many of the wrong clients, it means you have the wrong stage of awareness. If, however, you're getting the perfect clients every time that are happy to pay whatever price you're asking, always send you referrals, are always early, they're just the best clients you can work with, it means that whatever you're doing to get those people in the door, simply repeat it. I can't stress that enough. If, however, you're getting all the wrong clients that are turning up late, you're not getting any consistency, it means whatever you're doing right then has to change. Whatever you're doing to get the attention of those people has to change. Because if you just keep doing that, you're just going to keep getting the same thing over and over. The idea with a business, especially with a therapy business, is really about repetition. It's about finding what works inside your business specific to you, not some strategy that some other coach says works for them and you have to do the same thing. It's about taking an independent approach and finding out what works for you and your market and, repeating those things and just those things. So has anyone got any questions? We've gone through this quite quickly as far as the content I have for you tonight. Has anyone got any questions about what we talked about tonight? Any at all, please ask. I'll only stay online if we've got questions, but that's pretty much all the content I have for you guys tonight. Okay, hopefully it's been valuable. Hopefully you can start to see a direct line to where your business is now and the type of clientele that you're getting in. But does anyone have any questions at all? Hello for the new people that just joined us. Sorry, we're just about to finish, so you came a little bit later, but you can always watch the replay. So any questions at all, folks? Okay, so I'll take that as a no. So what do you do with this information? Do you just put this aside and not think about it, or do you do something actively with it? Well, what's important to realize is the first questions I gave you, which is why, so why do clients book with you? What is your big promise? Why would someone choose you over your competition? And how do you get awareness? What I would do is spend some quality time trying to answer those things. You'll find that once you can answer those things with crystal clear clarity, you'll find that your business will be more systemized and you'll actually find your clientele will understand more about you. Remember, the more your clients understand about you and your business, the better your market awareness is. It's all interrelated. If you have great market awareness, you'll get great clients. If you have crappy market awareness, you're going to get crappy clients. It's all interrelated. So let's have a look at the comments. So I've just caught up. Bummer, no worries. So I get referrals and no quibble about price. So how can I refine that? So depends what you call. So I get referrals and no quibble on price. How much is your price, Sasha? No question, but lots to think about. Yep, I agree. So I'll watch the replay. Cool. Thank you, Scott. No worries. Can you type these questions in the comments? No, I'm not going to. You just have to rewatch the video. So Sasha, how much are you charging? Because if you're not getting any quibble on price, it probably means you're charging maybe a little bit too low. Any other questions, folks? So £350 per session. Yeah, it's not bad. It's still quite low. But yeah, if you're getting referrals, just whatever you're doing must be working. But the choice is, well, how do I scale this? That's probably a better question. How do I take whatever I'm doing now, refine it, and scale it? That's probably a better question. Okay. The one thing to realize about referrals as well is referrals come and go. I never recommend running a business based on referrals because referrals are always outside of your control. You never want to be waiting to build a business based on referrals. The way I look at referrals, and I get them every now and then in my business as just a bonus. It's really just a bonus. I would never bank my whole entire career or my lifestyle or the money that I earn based on referrals. So 350 per session. Yes, that's it. Yep, awesome. So thank you for today. I'm off to do some market research. Yep, cool, Martina. Awesome. So any other questions, folks? It seems like you guys all enjoyed it, which is awesome. All right. So that's it, folks. I'm going to leave you with that. I will be back on either this week or early next week with some more content as well. So for those who are just joining us or brand new to this, I try and get on Facebook Live for one of these bigger, I'll call them trainings, if you will, once a week, definitely, if not twice a week, just depends what's going on with the business and the outside of the business. For a lot of the new people online as well, for those who are unaware, for anyone wanting to jump, we talk a lot about our Therapy Maximizer program, which is our 12-week business program. If you're curious about how that works for you, every week after these Facebook Lives, I dedicate 5 spots only, where's my hand, 5 spots only, to students who actually want to do what's called a strategy session with me to see if the program's going to be a fit for you. So our Therapy Maximizer program is essentially showing therapists how to build their business, how to get predictability, how to sell high-ticket items, how to grow their business organically. We offer 5 strategy sessions. They're free strategy sessions for you to jump on a phone call with me, find out where your business is, set some proper goals, and see if my program can actually solve these problems in your business. 5 of those. So if you're interested in that, just PM me straight to my Facebook and say, Scott, I want to book a session with you, and I'll send you straight over a link to book that in. But that's all we have for tonight, folks. If you do have any other questions you didn't want to answer on this comment, you can always PM me as well. Thank you. No worries. No worries. Thank you. That's awesome. Be interested in finding about your program. Sasha, awesome. Sasha, do you want to just PM me so I can get to you straight away? And I'll send you over a link. You can book the strategy call. But that's all for me tonight, folks. It's now 7:38 p.m. and I have a strategy call at 8 o'clock. So this will be going on to about the 15th hour for me today. So Monday's always extremely busy. If right now you're not seeing a client or you haven't booked any clients in for today, get to work, start looking at your market awareness, start thinking about your market a little bit more strategically. What makes you different? Why would a client book in with you? And ultimately, what's going to stop you having a commodity-based business? So that's all for me tonight, folks. I'll speak to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I'll see you on the next Facebook Live. Bye for now.